I'll be presenting on the topic strengthening cybersecurity to combat unemployment. First of all, I'd like to give credit to my tutor, supervisor, Mr. Abdulaziz, for helping me coin this title. While we go on this presentation, the whole idea is how DefCop CyCom is formed and created. This shows a universal demand for cybersecurity experts all over the world. This statistic was gotten from the consultancy UK. It shows how employers seek for cybersecurity experts, but this is just a statistic. These are employers and these are employees. This is a statistic of what cybercrime and its impact in Nigerian economy. And this specifically shows what has happened in the bank sectors, how billions of naira has been lost in the bank sectors. Although this is traced to 2011 to the 2016 statistics, but that should tell you how long this has been in Nigeria space. This is a police report of the type of crimes that were registered in Canada, and you see it's fraud. Fraud has the highest percentage there on the track. The objective of DefCop CyCom is to aim to provide comprehensive online cyber defense services to people's data safety and go to both public and private sectors, including individuals. Before I move on, I would like to tell you a simple story of what motivated and inspired me this movement. When I was in the university, I was opportune to volunteer as a student with the university's ICT center. There, the university was transitioning from analog mode of activities to digital mode of activities. This includes writing exams from PPT to CBT. So before this were done, they did some back testing where they got some students to try this to see how the thing worked. That was where I came in. But over time, we realized that some students hacked into the school website. They could see this exam before the exam was taken. Some of them could go ahead and even change their grades. Some of them could exchange grades for other people and they're taking money for it. It was so bad, news carried it at a point. So my inspiration are from Respect Tech here are drawn from networking security. These are classes we have learned, threat analysis, ethical hacking, penetration testing. Now, features. DefCop CyCom is a company that will provide cyber security services to people. And one of the first features we're going to dive into is cybersecurity education. This will be our grand opening point to incident response management, penetration testing, threat detection, data encryption, 24/7 monitoring, security awareness. Then these are some of the benefits you will get from patronizing DefCop CyCom. One, you are going to get enhanced security posture and peace of mind. One of the biggest things that has happened with this whole fraudulent activities in the cyberspace is the psychological impact on people who have been victims to the so-called Yahoo scam. So to set up this company, we know collaboration, things must be done, and you don't set a company by just talking. Some of the things that were put in our budget is cybersecurity infrastructure, market costs, legal and professional fees. Yes, we need legal activities. We need to collaborate with lawyers to see how we can license our activities and get proper legal backups. We need to design websites, employee recruitment. These are our staff, member of staff, from professionals to people who are going to do little activities. Next, take note, this budget is written in dollars and it's naira equivalent. So in dollars, you see the total budget at 58,000 to 138,000, about that, and naira, this is just a figure there. Now, our source of funding. We get funds from raising company by collaboration, venture capital, angel investor, business, grants. Grants is a very good thing. A lot of us could tell about that. Me, I have experienced grants firsthand. So, crowdfunding, incubators, and accelerators. And finally, just to get this moving on, to hit the ground running, like we say, DefCop CyCom would like to venture into the educational space, which is our first feature. We want to venture into the educational space. Please, can you pop up that image of a collaboration that we have done with a computer science student who is a first class graduate in cybersecurity. This girl, she's called Cyber Auntie in Delta State. I'm from Delta State. Charity begins from home, right? So I aim to take this back to my homeland, where the Cyber Auntie has been educating students in secondary school, universities about their their knowledge they need to know about cybersecurity and the implication of indulging in cyber crimes. Because in the last stage you hear about HKs and people are recruited to do these things. So that is where we are going to start from, collaboration. Thank you. Yes.
Well done, Omo.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I have a few questions. Can you just, in summary, what is DefCop? Because I'm not really clear.
Okay. In summary, DefCop is DefCop CyCom means cyber company. DefCop cyber company. So they provide cyber security services to people online. So they protect your data, provide advice, and give you all the necessary information you need to be safe in the online space.
Just online?
Yes, ma'am, because it's cyber here.
Okay, by online, just online, do you have, is it envisioned that you have a physical space or you're online providing those cyber security services? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, while most of our activities will be done on the online space, we still aim to have a physical structure like Facebook. A lot of people patronize Facebook, but have never been to their physical building. So that's just somehow what we're going to do.
Okay, I also noticed you have so many features. What is your unique selling point?
My unique selling point for a place in Nigeria is education. Because people fall victim of doing this in the South. Delta State has a red zone. In fact, the South is a red zone to top-tier countries. Immigrants cannot go there. So we're educating young people there to stay away from cyber crimes. Instead, you can turn, if you want to catch a thief, you have to think like the thief, right? Somehow. So instead of allowing them to do cause harm with what they're doing, you should protect people with what they're doing, which they can be paid.
Okay, so why would I pay 100 million to set up your company? If I was an investor, why would I drop 100 million? If you're doing education, you just mentioned someone who is also doing that. There's never anything like so much education, to be honest. But why would I give you 100 million naira based off your budget?
The population of Nigeria is over 200 million, and every unique business that starts up in Nigeria hope to thrive. And we hope that the statistics have shown that the numbers of companies, I personally checked, the numbers of registered cybersecurity companies in Nigeria are just about 2. Registered licensed ones are just about 2. A lot of people talk about it. So if we could get this license, Nigeria has become one of the most corrupt nations in terms of fraudulent acts, according to the third world countries and the first world countries. So if we could set this up and collaborate with partners who are ready to invest, the company will hope that it's going to thrive.
Alright, so this is your second attempt, right? We had a discussion about the work, and I made mention of the fact that I need to include the targets or the to have the starting point. And I'm glad that you actually added it. So on that note, I have no further comment.
Nice presentation, Omo. So I like the fact that it is very, very defined. Like you have in your head, you have it all figured out. So for me, what I'm looking out for now is how you would go take this back to Delta State, implement it, and then maybe in a couple of years we'll start hearing of DefCop CyCom. In the cyberspace, maybe collaborating or providing services to the top guns up there. Do you understand? Yes. So it's not just giving a good presentation, right? So I'm really looking forward to you implementing this, just as you said. So it doesn't end here. I'm sure that by the time you want to put everything into practice, you'll discover some maybe other loose ends that you need to tighten or put together properly. But well done, all the same. All the best.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you for your presentation. I love your slides. I like the way you prepared the slide and the things you put in there. And I want to also say that you guys are in cybersecurity. I'm not prejudiced, but I'm just saying that you are early, like in Nigeria now. You are early, because I was speaking to somebody this morning before I came. He's running a PhD in cybersecurity, and he told me that his supervisor is among the top 10 cybersecurity experts, consultants in the world. He's in Nigeria. That's his supervisor, the guy's supervisor. So you guys are early. If you really take, I'm just encouraging you to take what you are presenting serious. Like what you said now, you're going back to Delta and you're doing all those stuff and all that. Because education is key, you know, and the awareness is not really there in Nigeria. And the cyber crime in Nigeria is like, it's at the high. It's like, it's just increasing. You know, we keep, what people rate us as Nigerians, that they call us our fraudulent. Why was this so? It's because of cyber crime. So if you can educate people and try to change that narrative, is a good thing. So I'm just encouraging every one of you that has presented to try as much as possible to put what you said you do to practice. It's one thing to say, oh, you do this, and then you, because of the discouragement you get, and then you just go and sit down and forget about it. Thank God you say you've experienced grants before. Excuse me, you've experienced grants before. And once you begin, there are opportunities that will be opening up to you, okay? So as much as possible, we've done our best to put you guys, like push you. So keep the fire burning and ensure that you do what you say you will do. Well done and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Just one last question. Cyber Auntie, what makes her training unique? Or does she just talk normally the way you do in normal education, or there's something specific that she does in her awareness program?
I think what is unique about her is first she goes down to the grassroots. Because she knows that there has been record and research was based on that of children that have been recruited from 10 to 18 years in the South. So she don't just think of the big fish there. She goes down to the grassroots primary school to give this education.
Okay. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Great.